What's up, people? In this video, we are going to do something very fun. We're going to explore the fatphobia hashtag. I go on 4chan's Fitboard quite a bit when I'm bored, and there's a thread on there called Fat People Hate, which is pretty much what it sounds like. It's kind of like people cathartically like expressing their distaste for fat people, not necessarily, by the way, not fat people who have made a commitment to change their body and improve their health. We do have respect for people like that, but people who have kind of gone the other way, I think, as a result of trying unsuccessfully to diet or to lose weight, which really just means crash dieting and not actually being healthy, but doing it like the lazy, like shortcut way, which is like, oh, I'm going to starve myself and eat only salads and like 1,200 calories a day until I lose weight, even though that's not sustainable and not actually healthy. Those people are not really, they don't get no respect, as Rodney Dangerfield would say. Well, I'm dating myself. Anyway, we're going to explore this hashtag. Let's take a look at some of the top posts here on Instagram. People are engaging in eating disorder behavior and working out in an addictive manner, and our society tells us this is what quote-unquote health looks like. No wonder the majority of us feel terrible. Let's see, what does it say? When you think of what fit and healthy has stereotypically shown in our society, it is often representing less than 5% of the population's bodies. For a lot of those individuals, the efforts they undertake to have that look is anything but healthy. Constant dieting, hours upon hours spent in the gym, measuring food, no social life, etc. And yet we're told this is what healthy looks like, and we are all made to feel bad when we fail to meet this standard. 95% of the population isn't represented by this type of body, but we are all expected to work harder to achieve. That if we just want it badly enough, we can get there, no matter the method involved. It's no wonder body image is at an all-time low, that eating disorders are on the rise, and exercise addiction is going to be added to the DSM as a disorder along anorexia. We need to normalize normal bodies, see more representation, and expand our definition of what is health. Hashtag health at every size. Okay. This is a valid, this argument is valid, right? Just because it's a valid argument does not mean it is sound, which is basically kind of what says, like, if these premises are true, then wait, hold on, I don't know, I got a C in logic in college. I dropped out also. Anyway, bottom line, if basically what this is saying is like, well, it's really hard and not a lot of people are actually able to do it, so that means that like we shouldn't have to feel bad if we can't do it. Which actually, now that I think about it, that's one way to look at it. That makes sense, right? If something is really hard and you can't do it, should you beat yourself up that you can't do it also? Maybe. That actually makes sense, right? But like, you know, the ultimate way to win one of these arguments, I guess, if you care, is that being fat is just not healthy. Like your quality of life is going to be way worse if you are fat and you look bad. So like, why not just do it? And to be fair, like constant dieting, you're not constantly dieting. You're just eating healthier food. And addiction to exercise is working out every day. Is that addiction to exercise? What about your addiction to unhealthy food? Your addiction to pizza? Like, I'd rather be addicted to exercise than pizza. I don't know. That's just me. What does this girl have to say? Christy C. Johnson. So one thing I've found when trying to define word of the year, blah, 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 work. It's nothing to do with that. All right. It's this. I'm sure someone has said it already, but have you noticed the comfy girl romanticization doesn't extend to fat people? A thin girl wearing sweats and a messy bun, and old t-shirts or jerseys and slippers, etc. is cute and lovable and sexy and girl next door like. But a fat girl in the same outfit is sloppy and lazy and unattractive, and must mean she doesn't care about her appearance and doesn't take care of herself. Yeah, but like, I guess it just never occurs to these people that like we don't like looking, like humans do not like looking at fat humans, I guess. Like we don't, it's like, I don't want to say grotesque, but it's like you almost look at them like, what's wrong with this person, you know? And again, like, I'm not trying to like shit on anybody that I know, like any of my friends or anything who are overweight, but like, I'm just talking from like a purely biological standpoint, right? If you look at a human being and you see that they are, let's carrying a lot of extra weight, or they're morbidly obese, or whatever it is, you look at them and you're like, what's going on here? Like, why are they like that? It's almost like you're looking kind of like at an alien. Not an alien. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, like a thin girl wearing sweats and a messy bun looks good. Well, thin girls look better than over. Like you put the same. This could be extended to anything, right? You put a thin girl and an overweight girl next to each other in the exact same outfit. The thin one's always going to look better, regardless of like, you know, sweatshirt, sweatpants, you know, sexy outfit, lingerie, whatever it is. Um, yeah, like, I don't know. I don't get it. All right, whatever. What else is there? The idea that weight loss from an illness or injury would be a silver lining shows how fucked up diet culture is. Um, yeah, so like I'm not gonna lie, like I've been sick before, and the type of sickness where you either don't feel like eating or you can't eat because you have stomach issues. Um, and I do look at it like I look at that weight loss. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'm losing weight, right? So like, why is that fucked up? Now I'm not saying you should like go like deliberately infect yourself with fucking coronavirus to like lose a couple pounds. Of course not. But like, you know, if you're gonna find something good about being sick, like, okay, drop a couple pounds. If you have a couple pounds to drop, you probably haven't been, you know, eating the healthiest food anyway. So like, it's good to kind of do a little reset. I think. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. What's this girl gonna say? Do you like getting your picture taken? Do you not? Do you not? Why or why not? In my personal experience, the more confident I become in myself and my body, the more I love taking pictures of myself and love getting my picture taken. Everybody's working on themselves, blah, blah, blah. Well, I can share photos if I am, what I look like. I never post pictures. Body face has been altered in any way. Okay. See, this is one of those things, it's like, a little bit is good, but a lot is not good, right? Like if you're really that insecure about how you look that you don't want to have your picture taken, and you do it as an exercise in like self-development to take your picture until you're finally comfortable, that's good, right? Because it'll teach you to push your comfort zone. But the problem is that then you might not fix the underlying issue of why you don't like having your picture taken in the first place. So like you need both, right? You need to feel good about yourself and start taking pictures anyway, and also improve yourself in a way so that like, you know, that initial underlying reason will go away to begin with. To, you know what I mean? What else is there? What's this lady gonna say? And I knit for my mom. Not easy to find patterns because of her size. Fat phobia. Let's see, what does this say? Mom said that she's so used to all her life having to make such adjustments because nothing is in her size that it wouldn't even dawn on her to be upset by the response that knitters should just do the math themselves to make their size. Huh. Okay. That's the problem. Thin, obsessed diet culture with the lack of more sizes and knitting patterns. Being taught to think it's all your fault, that you wouldn't even expect to have clothes fit your body. Can't we do so much better? So like what people like this don't seem to understand is that everything, I mean, I'm not saying everything is supply and demand, but like if there are enough people who need a certain size of clothing, then the market will provide that because there's money to be made, and somebody will come along in the United States, at least, well, especially in the United States because we have a lot of fat people here. Somebody will come along and provide that to fulfill that need, right? It's not like these people, and again, this seems to be like the whole underlying concept of fat phobia, which is really mainly women, let's be honest, which is like, I'm fat, it's not my fault, and I deserve X, Y, and Z from society, so I don't feel bad anymore, right? Which is, it's very entitled is what it is. Like, I deserve this, I deserve that, I deserve to be able to do whatever I want and not feel bad. Which, again, to be fair, like, I understand the concept. Like people should feel good, right? It's like life is short. You want to feel good about yourself, because you don't get to like restart afterwards. But again, you don't get to restart afterwards. So do you really want to live like in misery? I don't. I really don't. Um, and it's crazy to me to see, like, I'm in Vegas now. I see like all these people. Like, Vegas does not attract. Okay, let's just call it what it is. You get people from all over the United States coming to Las Vegas. Yeah, you get some from big cities, but like people from LA, New York, whatever, they'll probably come. They're less represented here than like people from Middle America or from the South or from the majority of the United States, which has like really fat people who smoke cigarettes and like they don't take care of themselves, and they don't, you know, they just don't look healthy, really. Sorry, everyone, but like, and I just look at them and I'm like, damn, like, do you know what's happening? Like, do you not get it? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. So like, it's all about just this feeling of entitlement, which is unfortunate. Anyway, what else we got here? Fat jokes aren't funny. They're oppressive and stigmatizing. They reinforce weight stigma and oppression, which contribute to psychological and physical harm. You wouldn't make a joke about somebody's height. Oh, nobody does that, right? Despite what diet culture tells us, we are no more in control of our size and shape than we are our height. Ooh. And then she goes, yep, that's right, I said it. We might temporarily be able to shrink our bodies through diet and exercise, but the simple fact that it takes considerable effort, pain, and suffering to do so, and that 98% of those of us who do shrink our bodies end up regaining all the weight we lost and more, ! Highlights how unnatural this is. This makes me want to go to the gym right now. We are all designed to look different, and it's high time we start respecting that when it comes to weight. The discrimination that people face because of their weight is disgraceful, and yes, it's still discrimination if you're doing / saying it out of concern for health. Oh, God. Be mindful of this next time you make a fat joke. Oh, and a friendly reminder that if you don't like this content, that's totally fine. But anyone commenting with fat phobia, aggression, or abuse will be blocked and reported in order to preserve my energy and protect the energy of those who follow this account. You go, girl. You go. And she's not actually... What does she look like? Any selfies here? No. But let's look at the stories. Probably no selfies here either. Nope. The cookies. All right. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Like, if you go on Tinder, not that I ever do that. It's just what is this? D-Psych? What is D-Psych? Jenna Dakubier, D-Psych, developmental psychology. If you go on Tinder, you can always tell, like, basically, here's the rule on Tinder or Instagram, really. Girls who have nice bodies will post pictures of their bodies. That's it, right? Like, because, and I don't know, maybe I overthink this, but when you go on Tinder or when you stalk somebody on Instagram, whatever. Anyway, who cares? Basically, like, sometimes you look at them and you're like, is this person attractive, right? And then what I've realized, like I said, is that if they have a nice body, they'll post a picture of their body within the first pic or two. And the ones who don't won't, or they'll like save it to the end. They'll like post like 5 pictures of their face and then they'll save the picture of their body to the end, because I think subconsciously they think like, well, I probably should put 1 picture in there so he knows that like I'm fat, in case we actually do meet up and he's not disappointed, like kind of like screen people out. But yeah, anyway, that's my take on that. What else is there here? Let's do one more. It's all from this one girl, huh? Choosing recovery. International consensus statement combats obesity stigma. Fat people don't need to be motivated to lose weight. Fat people need you to be motivated to work on your fat phobia. Okay, what's the comment on here? Stop with the motivation to lose weight rhetoric. It's fat phobic and harmful. Work on dismantling your own fat phobia. I'm going to do the opposite from now on. I'm going to be like, don't lose weight. Just stay fat. In fact, that's kind of how I am about it anyway. Like, okay, fine. I get it. This is like a fitness, health themed channel for the most part. And I get occasional comments of people, not so much anymore because I haven't really done much health and fitness content lately, like here and there. But I'll get comments from people who are like, oh, thank you. Like your meat and eggs thing, like actually works. I lost 60 pounds. Or like I had this one girl, this comment, it's actually a really nice comment back when I was doing all the eating disorder videos. And she was like, this fucking long ass comment, like, oh my God, like I've had an eating disorder for so long and like I had all these bad habits, and then I started watching your videos and I started eating meat and eggs and going to the gym and lifting weights, and like now I changed my life around, and like I'm gonna graduate college and I feel amazing and I finally have hope for the future. Those are nice to read, but like I don't want to say I don't, like, of course I would love to help people, like I would love to get a lot of comments like that, but the problem is that when you like approach it from that angle, like I want to help people, I want to help them change this thing about them, is that you awaken you awaken so much anger from people who want to keep their problem. They don't want help. They want to keep their problems. They have something to complain about and something to identify with. So I don't like, not that I don't like helping people. I would love to help people who actually want help. Like for sure, if you want help, ask me, definitely. But I don't want to preemptively like assume that you want my help because maybe you don't. And if you don't want my help, why should I help you? Because you're not going to, it's not going to be well received anyway. So like fuck off, you know what I mean? So that's why when I like give a recommendation, I'm very like blasé about it. Like if you want to do it, do it. If not, I don't care, because that probably means that you don't really want to change anyway. Because if you did, you'd probably try anything, which includes trying what I would tell you to do. I don't know. What am I even talking about? Let's see. She's a doctor. Well, she says she's a doctor. Let's look at her. Dr. Rachel. Oh, wow. I think she's a doctor. Goodness gracious. Well, she's found her niche. She's not that fat. I am Rachel Milner, she, her, and I'm glad you are here to explore my website and the possibility of working together. Oh man, I was on Tinder the other day and it was like, I found this picture of this, like, I don't know if it was a man or a woman, like a shaved head and like black lipstick and like, you know, turquoise eyeshadow. Like I actually didn't know if it was a man or a woman. And it said like, you know, in the bio it was like, hi, my name is blah blah, like, and then parentheses had like they, them. I was like, what does that mean? Like you refer to yourself as they? Like, oh yeah, I was with Jennifer. They're really cool. Like, what does that mean? Oh God. I don't know. Anyway, that was exploring the fat phobia hashtag. Hope that was interesting to you guys as well. I thought it was interesting. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.